Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are joined by Miss Donna Farrell, and you are opening up a new practice. This is so exciting for you, Island Counseling Associates.
That is correct, yes.
So you have a vast experience in the mental health field, a master's in clinical mental health counseling.
Correct.
And so tell us a little bit about your background and what you see as the needs here locally. Adults and adolescents is your focus?
Adults and adolescents,
Yeah, tell us a little about why you opened your own practice.
Well, I have had a very successful career in pharmaceutical research. It's been rewarding, but not exactly what I've always aspired to do. I love people, and I can see there's a great need for mental health counseling, for people to have a safe place they can come and talk and be heard. And it's just been a passion for me to go into counseling and be in a position where I can be that person. Not everybody has a good support system of family and friends, so they can work with a counselor, and that's why I did this.
And I know NAMI Low Country has had such a great impact on our community here, but to have that specialization of sort of that one-on-one, I mean, they have some support groups and they have some, they offer some great programs for families, but I think actually having that one-on-one capability, like you said, of sitting down with somebody and having that sort of safe environment.
I agree. Groups are fantastic. Groups are excellent ways for people to practice the skills that they need for managing their life situations.
And having peers to bounce things off us.
It normalizes things when you're in a group. You feel like, oh, I'm not the only person who's had that experience. And even if nobody in the group has ever spoken about it before, if you get the courage to raise your hand and say, hey, well, this happened to me, I can guarantee you at least one other person in that room is going to say, yeah, me too. I thought I was the only one.
If it's if I've experienced it, that means that, or if there's a word for it, that means somebody else has experienced it. Yeah, exactly. So, but having that, being guided, because there are new tools. So talk a little bit about some of the tools that you've been able to help people grasp onto.
Well, I've really come from a strengths-based approach to mental health.
What does that mean, strengths-based?
Strengths-based means that we all have skills to get us through life. We've gotten through many crises in the past, and maybe right now the situation just seems so overwhelming that we can't see clearly what we've done in the past to handle similar situations. So what I want to do as a counselor, and what I've done in my previous experience with clients, is to help them dig in, first of all, to figure out what's going on, what was the event that happened to cause the feelings and emotions that they're experiencing right now. Try to figure out how they responded to it.
The reaction to
it,
right?
And then to dig in and say, hey, well, have you had similar experiences? Let's talk about that, and how did you get through those experiences? And then maybe we can dig in a little deeper there too and find out what are those strengths you used and how can we apply it to what you're going through now?
Absolutely. I think being able to tie those two things together, that it was the same skill. You know what I mean? And you did it over here, and let's apply it to this current situation, helping somebody navigate that you're actually using some of their same skills. I love that, strengths-based.
Exactly, And you hear the term transferable skills in a lot of different industries.
Okay, that's what it is, transferable skills.
Mental health too.
That's the vocabulary, transferable skills. That's exactly what it is. So adolescents and adults is going to be sort of your specialization. What kind of need are you seeing in the community for that?
Oh, there's a lot of need for anxiety, depression. I think social media contributes to a lot of those things.
So much. There's so many studies about that right now, about the on adolescents, just the vampirism, of it, of what's sort of happening with social media. People feel so helpless with it.
People are so brave behind the keyboard about saying things they shouldn't say.
Well said.
Picking on people. There's a lot of bullying goes on with our young people. So of course then they're dealing with the stress related to that, can lead to depression, those kinds of things, and just
domino
hopelessness.
effect. Domino effect of things. So to get some of those transferable skills, give people something to sort of work with, a safe environment that you provide. This is such a wonderful venture, and you're right there on Main Street.
I'm on Main Street, yes.
It's perfect. So we are so looking forward to catching up with you and keeping current with you, Miss Donna Farrell. Island Counseling Associates, best wishes to you in this new venture for you. It's much needed in the community.
Thank you, and I do have a website, IslandCounselingAssociates.com. So if anybody wants to take a look and learn more about what I'm doing, and the office will be opening in mid to late January.
Wonderful. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
We will be right back with more Talk of the Town.